Okay, we're going to keep it moving. We're going to get into our celebrity edition stuff because Irv Gotti was in the news. I'm sure you've heard about the complaint filed against him. Irv Gotti had a lawsuit filed against him, or a complaint. The woman claims she dated Gotti for 2 years, and he forced her to perform oral sex on him in public places on more than one occasion. She claims to have suffered mental anguish as a result.
She probably sucked him while he was driving one day. And he wanted to keep on getting that done, and she probably did it.
But see, this is the reason why.
No, I don't think that, like, forcing your relationship.
Yes. This is the reason why you can't. Who said it? Somebody said you got to believe when somebody come out. You can't do that because it be some.
Oh, believe all women?
Yeah.
Oh, never.
You can't do that because there be some hellacious ass shit that be popping off, and it's like, don't you know somebody can literally go to prison behind that bullshit?
You know what I say
to you gotta know you gotta be able to figure out the shift through the truth and you know the lies.
Yeah.
You know, there's some things you can tell when somebody is saying, you could tell they're genuinely telling the truth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And there's some things when people say shit that you can know this bitch straight line.
Well,
you just gotta know, you know what I'm saying? As a person, just be, you know, a little mindful of what the hell's going on around her. When did she say this? Why did she say it now? You know what I'm saying?
But nowadays with controversy, they don't have to know why. Somebody can literally sit there and tell them the truth about some shit.
And nobody
right. So I'm gonna give you a clear example. And this shit happened locally too.
Okay.
So one of my artists, Big Carolina 252, you know what I'm saying, is a blogger, LA gang, a banger named Brick Baby. There's some type of controversy supposed to happen between him and another artist, Ace. And he basically said, my man basically said, listen, y'all, we don't need none of that. And you can hear them, all of them, talking about it. Basically like, yo, ain't none of that shit popping off, none of that shit. And here are bloggers putting it out, saying he the biggest crip in North Carolina. Like, me and him basically getting at the damn blogger, like, you really gonna put that shit out there? And other people, you know, anybody that follows him know he doesn't even get down like that, don't roll like that. So nowadays, it don't take nothing. People want any type of likes, click, share to help blow their shit up. You know what I'm saying? Even if they willing to lie. So here we go. Fake news.
Oh, of course, it's always fake news. But Irv is fighting back. He's pondering filing a counter lawsuit.
Defamation.
Yeah, for defamation.
You know, she ain't got no money. Just pretty much tell her ass to shut the f*** up.
Just out of principle.
Yeah. So Gotti's camp is claiming the plaintiff is pulling shady business. Gotti said the suit was filed after Mr. Gotti rejected the attempt by this individual to coerce a payment of money from him.
Shake him down. Trying to shake him down for some money.
The lawsuit contains a single page of facts which are unsworn to, sparse by any measure, in which Mr. Gotti categorically denies. So he's just basically suing her, saying, okay, you know, you were trying to basically blackmail me.
Right, and I ain't going for it, so do what you got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
And that's how you know that's how you know if something is truth or false. Because it's like, you know what I'm saying, because if somebody, if it was the truth, they'd be ready to pay that shit off. Mm-hmm. Shut them the He like, do what you got to do, I'm going to do what I got to do. We pay this. I mean...
Yeah, you might be right, but I always say an immediate payout doesn't necessarily indicate guilt.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it doesn't, but it's just the way you go about it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because sometimes you paying it out just to keep a lengthy trial or keep pretty much your brand in a dark light.
If you ain't got nothing to hide, though,
Mm-hmm.
and motherfuckers coming at you and you want to make sure you have your name, your face, and your money at the end of the day, push that shit. Do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but I ain't paying you shit. So if you wanna do this, we can do it like this, whatever. I ain't got shit to hide, whatever.
Well, in his case, he's not attached to no big corporations.
No. My face and my name is a big corporation, regardless if I'm attached to anything.
It's totally different. In his case, he's not attached to no big corporation, so nobody's actually paying him money.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said,
he has all the time to fight.
Right, he can fight it. If you getting money from different corporations because you're a spokesman or spokeswoman, that's a different story. It's about getting it out the way as soon as possible so it doesn't fuck up what your money is.
And see, it still could come back around on you.
You're right, it still could. But the fact of the matter is, it's all about business. You feel what I'm saying? It's money. So you're not gonna sit here and fight something that can actually affect your money in the long run, because at the end of the day, are you gonna win any money from them? No, it's just basically telling them to shut up.
It's principle.
Right, but
You ain't
see,
about to do all. You trying to do all this shit. You ain't about to do this shit. I'm about to
again,
prove
like
to them
right.
that I ain't do this shit, or I'm about to prove to the world so my name ain't
again.
Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to prove to the world I'm not a Diddy.
But that's
so you do what you got to do.
But that's two different. You talking about two different paychecks. Diddy's a billionaire. Irv Gotti isn't.
It's still my name.
Irv Gotti isn't
That's
a billionaire. He's not even a billionaire.
That's all I got.
So I think Irv got a couple million.
Yeah, and it's his name.
I
he
say
got
he
a
a
name
thousand
for himself.
there.
He don't want to name regardless of how many billions and millions you got. I'm not
it's-
let nobody
it's
my name up on
levels to
some
that shit.
bullshit.
That is true.
It's levels to that shit.
But Gotti's name has been since for a lot of things.
For a lot of reasons.
That Ashanti
The
shit.
Ashanti shit. It's another reason. So
I know he
at
done
this
been
point,
indicted and locked up and all this
Yeah,
shit.
at
But I did this shit right here. I did not do this shit right here. And I'm
I
gonna
mean, like I said, he can take that risk. It ain't affecting shit, so he can do that.
Well, we hope Irv keeps fighting the case. I personally don't believe he did
don't believe
this, but you know,
Seems too coincidental.
yes.